You know, Finland's 2027 holiday calendar isn't just a list of dates. Think of it more like a playbook for your next vacation. In the next few minutes, I'm going to show you how to strategically use these days off to get the absolute most out of your year. So, let's dive in.
So here's the big question, right? How can you actually turn 13 official public holidays into a whole year of awesome mini vacations? Well, it's all about planning a little smarter. A few clever moves can totally transform the calendar into a series of long weekends and relaxing breaks. Let's just call this your Guide to Vacation Hacking 2027 edition.
Okay, so before we jump into the calendar and start mapping things out, we've got to get the basics down. Let's quickly go over a couple of key terms in the Finnish holiday system, because they're absolutely essential for planning like a pro.
This right here, this is the magic number for 2027, 12. Now you might be thinking, wait, aren't there more holidays? And you're right, but these 12 are the ones that fall on weekdays. They're called pitkät, and trust me, these are the building blocks for creating those long weekends we all want. So what is an pitkät anyway? Well, simply put, it's an official holiday that lands on a weekday, Monday through Friday. Think of these as your golden tickets. They're guaranteed paid days off that you can build your vacation plans around. These are the days we're going to focus on. Okay, this is a really important one to get your head around. There's a big difference between an official holiday, which is set by law, and what we call a de facto holiday. These de facto days, like Christmas Eve, aren't technically official, but pretty much everyone treats them as a day off. Knowing this is going to be key for planning around midsummer and Christmas.
All right, now that we've got the lingo down, let's get to the fun part, the actual planning. We're going to go month by month through the 2027 calendar and pinpoint the absolute best spots for you to plan a getaway.
And wow, 2027 really kicks off with a bang. Right away, New Year's Day lands on a Friday. That means you get an automatic 3-day weekend without even trying. Then just a few days later, you've got Epiphany on a Wednesday, which is just a perfect little midweek breather to ease back into work.
Fast forward to March, and we hit our first major holiday block of the year. Check this out. With Good Friday on the 26th and Easter Monday on the 29th, that's a solid, guaranteed 4-day weekend. No vacation days required. This is your first perfect opportunity for a real spring mini break. Okay, now I need you to lean in for this one, because May is where the real magic happens. Seriously, this is the most strategic, most powerful month for vacation planning in all of 2027. It's absolutely packed with opportunities. Okay, just look at this calendar. Vappu on May 1st is a Saturday, so that's a normal weekend party. But the real prize here is Ascension Day, or Hela Torstai, which falls on Thursday, May 6th. See where I'm going with this? You take just one vacation day on that Friday, May 7th, and boom! You've just turned one day off into a glorious 4-day weekend. This is the #1 hack of the entire year. And then we have June, and of course the classic Finnish midsummer. Now, remember what we talked about with de facto holidays? Well, here's a perfect example. Midsummer's Eve on Friday the 25th is treated as a day off, which perfectly sets you up for that classic 3-day weekend of cottages, lakes, and hopefully some sunshine. As we head towards the end of the year, there are some really fantastic, super easy wins. I mean, look at this. Both All Saints' Day in November and Independence Day in December land on a Monday. That's 2 automatic 3-day weekends, one after the other, leading you right into the holiday season where Christmas Eve falls on a Friday. Okay, so it's not all amazing long weekends back to back. We've got to be real here and talk about the gaps in the calendar, because there's a pretty long stretch with no public holidays at all.
And this timeline, wow, it really lays it all out, doesn't it? After that lovely midsummer break in late June, we hit what I call the Great Holiday Desert. July, August, September, and October, 0 public holidays. This is that long stretch where you're going to have to dip into your annual leave for any kind of summer break, so you definitely want to plan for it.
All right, so we've journeyed through the entire year. Let's bring it all home and boil it down to the key takeaways, the stuff you absolutely need to remember for your 2027 planning.
So if you remember nothing else, remember this. Here are the top 3 vacation hacks for 2027. Number 1, the May 4-day. Seriously, use one day on Friday, May 7th, to get that 4-day weekend. It's the best deal of the year. Number 2 is the Easter break, your guaranteed 4-dayer in March. And number 3, take full advantage of those easy Monday holidays in November and December.
You know, at the end of the day, these holidays are so much more than just time off work. They really are part of the rhythm of life here in Finland. They're these built-in moments for us to pause, to celebrate, and connect. By planning ahead, you're not just hacking a calendar, you're making space for those moments to happen. So the real question is, where will that 4-day weekend in May take you? Time to start dreaming.